What is this? 2 Bobby Reacts videos in one day? Who would have thought? Let's see if we can keep it up. Probably not, but you know what? With the amount of content we're getting right now, we got champs on the way. We got Season 4 on the way. Season 4 probably going to be the most important season in the history of Call of Duty Mobile so far. A lot on the line, so we're going to go ahead and hop into it, but we've got the patch notes for Season 4. Now, keep in mind, these are the Chinese version patch notes, but given the fact that the Chinese version and the global version have always had the same balance changes, should be pretty reliable. There's usually like a couple days in between. You can see Chinese version new season launches on May 21st. Probably going to be like a week later for global, but the balance changes should be the same, especially given the fact that it says honored to announce to soldiers that a major adjustment is coming, and this is going to be a brand new combat experience. So hopefully the closest thing to a balanced meta that we've had in the history of Call of Duty Mobile. This is going to go through all the balance changes, basically balances on every single gun in the game, which is absolutely crazy. Obviously, starting out right here, it gives, and big credit right here to Path. He had very, very big impact on these balance changes and really did his best to try to make sure that guns were balanced, but at the same time had specialization. So hopefully this will make LMGs more viable. You can see right here, further increase the combat distance positioning by strengthening damage efficiency, shooting accuracy, and effective suppression force beyond 30 meters. So it actually makes it so that LMGs are viable. Obviously, the nerf to snipers is going to make LMGs more viable as well. There's never been any reason to use LMGs because snipers can one-shot kill at pretty much any range with crazy ADS time and not bad mobility. So we'll go ahead and hop into the more specific changes. Maintain characteristics for the Fennec. Change in speed bonus to characteristics of low bullet capacity and high fire rate. Movement force adjusted to the first echelon. The submachine gun reloading. Okay, increase the reloading speed. Noted. MSMC, I've been told, is actually one of the SMGs that's going to be most impacted. So I'm excited to try this one post balance changes. Movement power is the first echelon, so I'm guessing that's supposed to be like a top tier movement speed is what it's trying to say right here. Increase the speed of ADSing and the speed of maybe changing weapons at the same time. It reduced the recoil. Okay, interesting. In terms of accessories, reduces the negative effect of ADS time for OWC long barrel and OWC ranger barrel. So some of those barrels that'll increase the range will be a little bit more viable. Pharaoh, most threatening but poorly maneuverable close range weapon. Range was extended as compensation. Its mobility in the first echelon, so a little bit more range on the Pharaoh should be interesting. This is the Chickum, not the CQB5. They have different names for a few of the guns. Accurate shooting in close range burst weapon with great benefits. Mobility, I'm guessing, got a buff right there, and the ADS time and accuracy. So that was one thing that Path harped on a lot, is that SMGs needed to have better ADS time across the board. There are some SMGs that were already really good, but a lot of them ADS'd at a similar time to snipers, which is just absolutely ridiculous. Next up, we do have the QQ9, aka the SMG5. Improved the range and mobility of the lethal zones, I guess. Strengthened the ability in close range combat. So they're buffing the QQ9? Wait. Slightly improved stability of recoil to ensure ability to deal with mid to long range. What? Remove the 0.9 damage multiplier with arm. What? Improve the accuracy of the back shot and recoil. Maybe they hadn't already gotten the QQ9 buff. Updated on the official server in early. Okay, so this is okay. Okay, so the QQ9 was already buffed. Okay, whew, that scared me. I thought they were gonna buff the QQ9 again. I was like, what? RUS79U, aka AKS74U. No special adjustments. Okay. I mean, it's a pretty balanced gun, so I'm on board with that. PDW, mid-range SMG, in addition to difficult to control trajectory, made it unable to take account of multiple combat scenarios, so they optimized, I guess, the range, probably, and the bullet distribution, so probably ADS bullet spread, if I had to guess, to increase the shooting hit rate, and improve the accuracy of hip fire as well, so that'll be nice. HG40, let's see. Combined its own precise ballistics, it increases the benefits of precise shooting to the upper body. Okay. So obviously a high skill SMG because it does require you to aim higher. 1.2 times damage multiplier to the head and 1.1 times to the chest. So good chance that I feel like some pros will start picking this up because it does make it a higher skill gap weapon. Razorback, improved mobility and ADS time. That was definitely the ADS time on the Razorback is so bad. But it is more viable as an SMG at long range. QXR, stable mid-range SMG, lack of output at mid-range, so increase the magnification. 1.3 times multiplier to the head and 1.2 to the chest. Increase the rate of fire as well. Oh, QXR might be meta next season. Optimized trajectory, I'm assuming that's ADS bullet spread, reduced the recoil, strengthen the stability of shooting income. Maybe that's like flinch animation. Reduce the speed of lifting. Okay. So they reduce the ADS time. Honestly, I'm not opposed to that. That just means less people are going to use the marksman barrel, which I'm all right with because putting a marksman barrel on an SMG doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. AGR. Wow, this is going to be a freaking long video. In terms of accessories, negative impact of the long barrel was reduced. RTG stabilizing butt stock. I think that's the steady stock for that. Overall speed of ADSing has been increased. All right. Increase the profitability of precise shooting and increase the chest damage to 1.1 times. So GKS gets a tiny, tiny buff. I like that. Also a very balanced gun right now. For the Cordite, let's see. The excessively high attack lift and spread seriously affect the long-range output of the Cordite. So ADS time was increased, or ADS speed was increased, and the accuracy of hipfire were improved. Those were definitely much needed for the Cordite. Moving on to assault rifles. We're only 7 minutes in the video. Good lord. Type 25 stopping power should be used as a switch for the Type 25 precision flow, high, low, low, and upper limit, and burst flow. Wait. So you can turn the Type 25 into a burst? Is that what I'm seeing right there? Low, low, and high. It looks like with stopping power, you can change the Type 25 to a burst. I could be wrong on that. I might be misinterpreting, but I'll have to ask Path about that. Mobility is the first echelon for rifles. All right, increasing the ADS time, increase the profit of precise shooting, increasing the magnification of the head to 1.2, magnification of the chest to 1.1. Modified the trajectory of the gun, reduced the rate of change, and increased the base spread. So it looks like it's going to be a lot more accurate. Definitely much needed. Adjust the ADS time, vertical recoil, and boost dispersion of the light short barrel. Increase the negative effect of bullet dispersion of the stopping power magazine, and reduce the negative effect of the bomb. I don't know what they mean by bomb change time. Maybe reload time? I'm not entirely sure on that one. HBR definitely needed a buff. Let's see what it got. High efficiency, time to kill, and ballistic stability at short distances, but poor accuracy and is easy to use. Poor accuracy, easy to use. Interesting. The adjustment will increase the ADS time and at the same time increase the spread and reduce the horizontal. Okay, reduce horizontal recoil, but increase ADS bullet spread. That's definitely interesting. AKBP. Rifle with mid to short range positioning. AKBP. Maybe AK-117? No. AK-117 is down there. We have AK-47. AKBP. That's one that I don't know what the translation is. I know G37 is the LK. I'm going to have to skip that one because I don't know what that is. For the KN-44, which we're getting a 6 skin for in ranked season whatever is coming up. Let's see. Increase the reload speed, increase the chest damage to 1.1, optimize the level of recoil, so hopefully less horizontal, slightly increase the spread. In terms of accessories, increase the negative impact of the moving speed of, I don't know what that is, and reduce the negative impact of the moving speed for the OWC long barrel. All right. Definitely more range viability. For G37, aka the LK, Feel like this was already pretty balanced. Extend the range of the second damage. What is the second damage? Increase the speed of... Oh, gave it more recoil, I guess? Oh. Alright, okay, might not be meta anymore. It looks like they made it higher recoil, which obviously was one of the big upsides for it. FR556 optimized. I don't think they made any changes to that. Same for the AK-117. For the HVK, I checked this out in the test server. Basically, for the HVK, the large cal mag now does crazy damage up close, but after like 10 meters, it's absolutely terrible, so I don't think anybody's going to use it anymore. Unless you go like crazy mobility build and try to play it like an SMG. For the M4, increase the headshot damage to 1.3 times. Wow. And increase the upper body damage to 1.1 times. Reduce the ADS time. And reduce the speed of lift. Oh, might have slowed down the ADS time. Slightly increase the spread. Interesting. ICR, slow rate of fire, mid-range, stable rifle. Let's see. Increase the profit from precision shooting. Upper body to 1.1 times. Reduce the ADS time. Slightly reduce the spread of bullets. Okay, yeah, it definitely needed a buff to ADS bullet spread. It was bad. AK-47, because it's too strong in the battlefield, reduce the range and increase the damage to a balance. I'm guessing that probably means that there's going to be a BR meta change, but we don't know exactly what that's going to be yet. For the Man of War, slow rate of fire, long range, 3 shots. I think in the test server it was doing like 37 per shot, but they're reducing the mobility, ADS time, and everything else. And it looks like maybe higher recoil as well, so that's interesting. For the AS Val, focusing on medium short distance, accelerate the bullet speed, and increase the magazine. Okay, that was definitely needed. AS Val very, very much needed and increase the mag capacity, so that's a good thing. SA80 is UL736, I believe. So for the S36, reduced damage attenuation. Maybe range? Improve the spirit. Oh, no, they improved the range. Reduce maneuverability. Okay, so LMGs are going to be very slow, but a lot more viable in regards to actual range gunfights. Improve the ADS time. Improve the trajectory and reduce. Okay, so S36 is going to be a laser. It's going to be slow, but it's going to be a laser. UL736, reduce horizontal recoil. I mean, I'm assuming they're probably reducing the horizontal recoil on just about all of these. Optimized trajectory, increased bullet dispersion, reduced ADS time. Yeah, so they're going to be nerfing ADS time and mobility on all of the LMGs, but making it so that the gunfights are actually more viable. For the RPD, increase the range, definitely needed. Optimized trajectory, increase the difficulty of trajectory. Okay. So maybe more recoil? Reduce the ADS time? Man, LMGs are going to be slow. It's the way it should be. Adjust the damage and the range for the M4 LMG. Optimize the trajectory. Increase the difficulty of trajectory control. Reduce the ADS time. Wow. I mean, these things have better be absolute lasers with the amount of ADS speed adjustments that we're seeing. Naked gun? I don't know what either of these means. Adjustments to sniper rifle. Okay. We all know snipers are basically getting nerfed out the wazoo. High lethal area. Like we all know the majority of these, a lot of ADS nerfs, a lot of mobility nerfs. I'm not going to go through all of these because the majority of these have already been covered, but what we know is snipers are effectively just going to be made more for the purpose of what they were previously. So in the same reasoning behind the LMG nerfs to the ADS time and the mobility, you got the same going in for snipers. Now, snipers aren't really going to have any changes to their lethal zones. Pretty much all the nerfs that they put into place are in regards to dark scopes and to ADS and mobility. So you're just going to have to play a lot more passive with snipers than you had been able to previously. Before, you could be really aggressive, quick scope, play really, like, you can play a sniper like an SMG, which is not really the way that it should be, given how powerful they are, especially at higher skill levels. So I know there's a lot of people that are upset about the sniper rifle balance changes, but overall, I think it probably is the right choice. Just because, and you don't really see this in the earlier ranks, but once you start to get up into legendary, and especially in the competitive level, what was happening is search and destroy would be like 4 to 5 sniper rifles in play because that's how good they were. So I think overall that's a good change, and especially given that in champs there are no rules banning guns in specific game modes, that was definitely a very much needed change. Car 98 slightly weakened the mobility to meet the new sniper rifle standards, lowered the ADS speed on the Car 98. It was already terrible. Increased running stiffness and increased the range of breathing jitter. Okay, so Car 98 is going to be useless. For SPR, let's see. Stability is slightly weakened. The maneuverability is in line with the new sniper rifle standard. ADS time lowered. Oh, running stiffness increased. The range of breathing jitter, lifting, firing interval is reduced. Okay, that was definitely much needed. Rate of fire on that thing was trash. And then last but not least, they nerfed the Akimbo Deagles. Wait, was the... I'm going to assume that China doesn't have the NA-45 because I don't see the NA-45 nerf on here, but I tested out in the test server, and the NA-45 is useless now. So I think that covers the majority of the changes. I'm looking forward to checking this out. New season going to absolutely change the meta, and I'm super excited for it. But that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.